Hi, this is Shayantini here, and I'm here to present my piece named Maya. It was an early November morning in Bhara, a small village in West Bengal. The pungent charcoal smell dominated the air. It was part of Bibhu's routine to open the main gates of the Kalibari in the early morning hours and clean the front yard. Kapama, the family deity as she is referred to in the Chatterjee Bari, has been in the family for over 100 years. Bibhu had been performing this ritual for over 10 years with perfection. The Chatterjees were one of the most influential households in the village. If the stories are to be believed, it was Khepama who used to instruct Kortama, the head of the family and Shuki's grandmother, in her dreams about the business proposals and opportunities which helped the family's fortune. The villagers believed that Khepama resided in the Chatterjee Bari. When Bibhu was offered the job in Chatterjee Bari, he was delighted. Bibhu, a Shautal tribal, whose mother, Pebashimashi as she was known, was Kortama's personal maid. From wrapping betel leaf in araknut to serving her tender coconut water each day at 3 p.m. without fail, to helping her drape an expensive off-white silk saree in the evenings, followed by fetching her freshly brewed Darjeeling tea while she tuned into her favorite radio station. It was on her request that Kortama decided to appoint Bibhu. There were many Shautals employed by the house. Few worked in their fields, few in the house, and a few in the ration shop. Since there were enough people employed already, Kortama decided to hand over the duty of cleaning Kalibadi to Bibhu, which was otherwise exclusively done by Kortama. Every morning, Bibhu would start the day humming the Shautal folklore song. Shuki, the third daughter of the Chatterjee Bari and Kortama's favorite, would wake up to these songs and grab a seat on the stairs in the bari overlooking the temple. She would thoroughly enjoy the melody and also cheekily interrupt Bibhu to tell him if he missed a spot while cleaning. He would angrily shout back, Shuki, what joy do you get interrupting me? Let me have my time with Khepama and please get back to your studies. I was just trying to help here, you see. You have left a good piece of dirt over there. Shuki pointed at the fallen leaves near the steps of the temple. I have seen it already and will clean it, Bibhu shot back, trying to hide his embarrassment. This was how usual mornings at the Chatterjee Bari usually were, until one day when everyone woke to the sound of wailing Bibhu. It must have been around 4:30 in the morning. Bibhu, what happened? Calm down, Shuki's father exclaimed while rushing down the stairs. Meanwhile, the household had gathered around Bibhu, seemingly worried. কি হয়েছে? Kortama demanded while walking out of her room with the help of a walking stick and wearing her thick eyeglasses. Ma, there is a limit to humiliation. Every day Shuki used to interrupt me while cleaning. But today, what she did, I can never forgive. So what if I am a house help? I cannot tolerate this behavior. An enraged Bibhu shouted at the top of his voice. Bibhu, there must be some misunderstanding. First, you need to tell us what happened here. As far as you are concerned, I think the past 10 years were enough for you to judge the kids of the house. They would never insult any one of you. You are all family, a composed Kortama replied. Teary-eyed, Bibhu started. This morning, when I came here, I could not find the broom at its place. So I went over to the other side of the temple and fetched the other broom. I started my work and Shuki came over and sat near the temple stairs today. All family members and Shuki's sisters especially stared at each other with wide eyes. Bibhu paused, wiped his tears, and continued. I started humming the song as usual, but she suddenly rushed towards me as if I had committed some mistake and she gave me a tight slap. See, Babu, you can still see the fingerprints. Bibhu turned towards Shuki's father and pointed his cheek. Everybody froze in disbelief. They could see the fingerprints. Nonsense. My daughter would never do this. Are you out of your mind? Shuki's father explained. Kortama interrupted. Bibhu, you claim Shuki slapped you. If that is the case, where is she? Did she run back to the house? No, Kortama, she definitely did not run back to the house. She must be here somewhere. He frantically started searching for Shuki as he was sure she did not head back home. Where is Shuki? Kortama demanded. Korta, Shuki is still fast asleep. Yesterday the lantern in her room ran out of oil. That is why she headed to my room and was up till late night. She was preparing for her entrance exam, I remember. Also, I vaguely remember that she went to bed around 3 a.m. It cannot be her, Kortama. Jaya, Shuki's elder sister, replied, seemingly worried. Nonsense, it was her. Call her, I will confront her, Bibhu commanded. Shuki, wake up, ma, quick. Shuki's mom frantically woke Shuki. What? What happened, ma? Ki hoiche? Is everything okay? Shuki woke up rubbing her eyes. Shuki's mom grabbed her arm and both rushed towards the Kalibadi. Everyone was shocked to see her. She was still in her night dress, and as far as everybody in the house knew, she would never step out of her room in a night dress. But Bibhu was blinded by anger. He shot at her. Shuki, tell them you slapped me. You know what you did. This is humiliating. Shuki's mouth fell wide open. What? Did you booze today here before coming in the morning, Bibhuda? Matha kharap hoye geche? She sprung forward as if she wanted to get into a fight. When and why should I slap you? Why are you dragging me into this mess? I was not even here, a red-faced Shuki claimed. That's true, Bibhuda. Shuki was with me all this time in my room. She was deep asleep, Jaya responded. Then who was it? What just happened here? Bibhu started thinking. Wait a minute. Were you using that broom? Don't you know you're not supposed to use that for cleaning the mondir? That is the broom we usually use to clean the stray litter. Shuki tried to explain by pointing her finger at the broom. What? Kortama exclaimed and looked at Bibhu. They both exchanged glances. All of you, enough for the day. Get back to your work. Shuki, go get some rest, Shona, Kortama demanded. After everyone left, Kortama walked towards Bibhu. It was her, Bibhu. I had warned you time and again to be extremely cautious with this work. It was Khepama who slapped you and not Shuki. Kortama patted Bibhu's shoulder. Bibhu stood bewildered, not able to believe what happened that morning. Bibhu was not to be seen after that incident. Many days later, the Chatterjee family found out that he had taken up Shakti Giti and travelled across villages singing the glories of Almighty Kali Goddess, based on a true story. Thank you.